welcome back. Maureen Mahood, Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And the next thing we're going to talk about is what's the first step? What do you do first when you want to buy a house? And I will tell you that the most important first step that you could ever do after you find your buyer's agent, because we talked about how important that was, is getting a good lender, because your lender matters in this transaction. And you need to have a pre-approval. So not a pre-qual, a pre-approval. So a pre-approval is just the next step up from a pre-qualification, whereby you've already given the lender your financial backup documents like your W-2s, your taxes, your pay statements, all sorts of things, and they've run your credit. And so once we get your pre-approval, that starts the place where we can go look at houses, because we can't go look at houses until we know what houses we should look at. If you're pre-qualified for $200,000, we don't want to look at $800,000 homes, and vice versa. If you're pre-qualified for $800,000, you're probably not going to be happy with a $200,000 home. So that is like the most important step in the first place. Where do we begin? At the beginning, buyer's agent, and then mortgage broker. So not all lenders are created equal. And I do have a list of trusted lenders that I have used over the years. And if you would like me to share them with you, I am happy for you to interview them. If not, you can come with your own, but understand that not all lenders are created equal. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure you close on the house. So we get you under contract, you actually get to the closing table and all your documents are done and you get to get the keys to the house. So the one other thing that I wanted to touch on this, and I will go a little bit more in depth about things not to do when you're under contract, is once you do get under contract and you have your pre-approval, we found the house, you get under contract, don't change anything about your financial status. Don't buy a car. Don't rack up credit card bills. Don't pay anything late. Your financial snapshot needs to be the same the day you close as it is the day that your lender gave you that pre-approval, because they're going to run your credit at the end too. So it's super important to understand that it's your job to keep your job, and it's a job to not spend any money. So the best way to do it is basically you just want to not charge anything on any credit cards. Groceries and maybe going out. Some people could have a little bit more leeway than other people, depending upon what's called their debt to income ratio. But if you're going to spend any money, you need to check with your lender. Like, ask them, hey, I want to buy this. Is it okay if I do it now or should I wait? And they'll tell you, don't do it, or yeah, it's fine. So that's super, super important. So where do you start when you want to buy a house? You start with getting a great buyer's agent first. And then the second place you go to is your lender. Those are your two key players on your roster when you're purchasing a home. So I'm Maureen Mahood, broker owner of Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And I hope this kind of clears up a little bit about where do we start when we go house hunting. We don't ever want to put the cart before the horse. And we also want to make sure that you don't lose any money, because that's my job, is to protect you. So again, Maureen Mahood, Sell Your Home Charlotte here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. And nobody sells Charlotte like we do. Have a great day. Bye.